So the Joker movie came out about like 5 years ago or so, and it was one of my favorite movies from 2019. And when that movie was coming out, I've always wanted like a sequel to that. I wanted to see like I kind of wanted to see like where this character can go in the future. And at that time it was kind of an unrealistic like fantasy. Like I wanted to see like a sequel, but it'll probably never happen. And it's kind of crazy now that we finally got the first trailer for Joker 2, and it's starring Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. And I remember when this movie got like announced like 1 or 2 years ago, and my mind was just completely like broken. Like I still can't really believe it now that we're actually getting Joker 2, which I mean is kind of like a rare occurrence in like Hollywood. I mean not really, but like when they say a movie is a standalone movie, they usually don't ever do like a sequel. Like a Taxi Driver, like there's no sequel to that one. Like one-off movies like Joker was supposed to be are not supposed to get sequels. But I'm beyond excited to see, Joker 2. And I want to talk about a few things that I saw in the trailer and just kind of give my overall thoughts. But if you are new to this channel, my name is Parren. I'm a filmmaker. I make short films. I talk about movie reviews. I talk about film in general, and also giving tips about filmmaking and YouTube stuff along the way. So if that interests you, make sure to hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. So overall, like the trailer was really great. I really liked it. I actually had a I actually woke up at 3 a.m. because first of all I had work, and then like the trailer was coming out at night, so I didn't have enough time. But the first thing I did was to check out this trailer. And by surprise, the trailer overall was really great, and I was surprised to see how much they have shown. I did expect that they were going to show a lot. I'm surprised they didn't show any of like the musical aspects of it. I mean, they showed like some of it, but they didn't show them like singing or whatever, which I assume Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix is going to do in this movie. Eventually, they're going to sing or whatever, which is another thing which I was very surprised about. Is this movie is a musical, and it's the Batman like it's in the Batman like saga or whatever. Like you have Joker, then the new Batman, and then this one, which they're all three completely different movies. The Joker is like kind of like a scary like serial killer, like American Psycho kind of movie. The Batman is this like cool like detective murder mystery kind of thing, and this one is completely off the rails, and it's this psychological thriller musical, which I absolutely love. I cannot wait for. I just really love weird movies in general. I did talk about a few times like a few weird movies and stuff that I've seen. I just love like different stuff in film and just like completely new ideas. So that's why I'm really excited that this one is kind of like a musical thing. I'm not really sure how it's gonna work, but we'll have to see. Only time will tell. So obviously Joaquin came back to reprise his role. And it was interesting because I do watch Todd Phillips and like the interviews he's done. He's the director of this movie, and he's basically said like him and Joaquin, they would only do a sequel like if they had like the best idea in the world. Joaquin Phoenix is one of my favorite actors, excluding like the Joker, because like he has been in like some incredible movies. I haven't seen all of them, obviously, but I know he's a great actor and a great person overall. It's very interesting because he is very against like sequels and like Hollywood in general. And I find that very interesting because he's more of like an artist that way. He wants everything to feel special, and he hates sequels. That's what I've heard, at least. He doesn't do them. And he would only do this project if he had like the best idea in the world. And apparently they did make the best idea in the world. Obviously, hopefully we'll have to see that for ourselves. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just give some overall like random like thoughts on this movie and just kind of like the trailer overall. There were like some scenes last year, so they were filming like in LA and New York last year. I saw it like on kind of like my feed and like kind of like the leaks, and people were like, I saw like behind the scenes basically. That was like big when the scene where he runs down the street and he gets like run over, or there's like two Jokers like running behind him, and they get run over by like the cop car. I actually saw that a year ago when they were filming that. Some guy like just took it from his iPhone from like a building or whatever. He just saw like the whole scene play out. Obviously I got kind of spoiled there, but it was just kind of cool seeing that in the trailer and just seeing that like a finished product. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of interesting because I just don't know how this movie's going to play out, because obviously with the first Joker movie, he starts out kind of like, with bad luck or whatever. Obviously, going into that movie, he's going to turn into the Joker at the end. movie, I don't really know what's gonna happen, like in terms of like ending wise, or like terms of like I guess the overall theme and just like just everything. Obviously there's gonna be murder, there's gonna be mayhem, there's gonna be madness, but besides all that, besides all that, in the killing, how's this movie gonna end? Like, is there gonna be a third one? It's just kind of interesting because it makes you think like, where's this gonna go? Are they gonna die at the end? Are they gonna set up a third one? Which I don't think they're gonna do, but you never know. It just makes me wonder like how they're gonna end it. What are they gonna do? And how's this gonna, I guess, tie into the first one also, because obviously that they have to make it sense from where the Joker was at the end and where he is now. Obviously, he got in prison at the end of the movie, but it didn't show like how he got in prison, if that makes sense. Like I said before, I'm just kind of just giving my overall thoughts. I have no like organized plan for this video, so I'm just kind of like whatever with it. And I did like the sets of like kind of like the musical aspects in the movie, like, or in the trailer, sorry. So in the trailer, we did like see some like prop stuff, like kind of like Broadway like sets and stuff. You saw like, when they were dancing, like the moon, like the Hotel Arkham or whatever. Obviously that's like a set that wasn't like real. So I assume when they are doing the musical in the movie, it's kind of in their mind. I hope, I think. I could be wrong, but like I assume when they start dancing, because there was one scene in the trailer when they were dancing, and then it cut to them dancing in real life with their real clothes, or like like their prison attire, like dancing in the street. So I think like they're gonna be dancing like in the prison cells, and then they're just gonna be thinking or just kind of imagining that they're in their Joker uniforms or their Joker outfits. And then there was one scene where it went to like the Murray Franklin show, but instead of the Murray Franklin show, it was a Joker and Harley Quinn show or whatever. And they had like a huge like band and like audience or whatever. I thought that was interesting. I don't know if we're going to see him in this movie. I know they got Gary. I saw Gary, the little guy. He was in like the background. So I'm excited to see him. He was a good character in the first one. And I know freaking Joker's like imaginary girlfriend from the first one is in this one. She wasn't in the trailer though, but she did say she was going to come back for this one. Interesting stuff. So I guess we got the whole cast coming back for some wild imagination stuff. But yeah, that's Joker Folie, the trailer. That's just some of my thoughts. What did you think? Did you think it was an interesting trailer? Let me know like if you're excited for this movie. I know a lot of people, they said like if Joker 2 ever happened, it probably won't be that good. I mean, Hollywood and all that stuff, Hollywood making sequels to everything. Obviously, we want originality and stuff. And I totally agree. Like, as a filmmaker myself, I totally understand that. But when there is room for a sequel and there's room for growth, like, all sequels have the potential to be great. And I think this one, with the extreme weird area they're going for and kind of like the theme of it, it's going to be great. I genuinely think it's going to be a great movie. I just really like wacky shit. And, the Joker and the Batman, I'm a just big, like, Batman fan in general. And, the Joker is one of my favorite villains. So I'm excited for this movie nonetheless. But in terms of if it's going to be good, I can only hope. But only time will tell. And this could be either, like, the best sequel of all time or the worst. And just, like, kind of a disappointment / like, embarrassment. But that's just my thoughts. Have you seen the trailer? What are you thinking? Are you going to go see this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. It sounds so cringe. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to see more content like this, and I'll see you later. Thank you.